Okay, let's dive right into this. Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're tackling a concept that's literally mind-bending. I want you to just take a second and picture looking up at the night sky. You're seeing billions, maybe trillions of twinkling stars, right? It's vast, it's infinite. Honestly, it's completely awe-inspiring. But then imagine looking down and holding just one single, delicate little leaf right in the palm of your hand. The jump in scale there? It's staggering. I mean, they seem like they're totally worlds apart, don't they? And that right there brings us to our central mystery for today. How in the world can you look at a vast, boundless universe and then look at that single leaf and see the exact same creator in both? How do we possibly bridge that unimaginable gap between the cosmic scale of the stars and that tiny, fragile object resting in your hand? It's a massive question, but the source text we're breaking down today actually gives us a really brilliant framework to figure it out. So, Section 1, the universe and a single leaf. You know, when we try to wrap our heads around the entire universe all at once, it's exhausting. Trying to picture the whole cosmos, all the moving parts, the galaxies, the sheer infinite space of it all, it's honestly just way too big for our human brains to hold on to. It perfectly captures that tension between the macro and the micro. We've got the massive scale of the night sky on one side, and the minute, intricate details of a tiny leaf on the other. But here is the absolute crucial takeaway from our source material. Despite that crazy difference in size, these two extremes share a really profound hidden link. They aren't disconnected at all. The ultimate challenge we're facing is finding the exact same creator at both of these extreme ends of reality.
Which brings us to Section 2, defining Wahidiyyah and Ahadiyyah.
Okay, to solve this cosmic puzzle, the source text introduces something called the second secret, which is found in the second station of the 14th lemma. It gives us the exact vocabulary we need to sort this all out. First up is Wahidiyyah. Wahidiyyah is this incredible idea that all beings everywhere belong to a single creator. When you zoom out and look at the whole universe, you're seeing the exact same order, the same precise measure, and the same overarching laws at play everywhere. The heavens, the earth, everything living, they aren't just random, disconnected parts. They're all operating under one unified cosmic administration. It's the big picture, the grand, sweeping view of unity. But wait, what about our tiny leaf? That's where our second concept steps in, Ahadiyyah. Ahadiyyah means that this grand universal unity actually manifests specifically and uniquely within each individual being. Whether we're talking about the highly specific features of a human face, the intricate patterns on a flower petal, or even just a simple drop of water, the overarching power of the creator isn't diluted when it gets smaller. Instead, attributes like infinite knowledge, power, and mercy are perfectly concentrated and displayed in that single distinct object, in its own exact measure. It's where the universal becomes intensely, beautifully personal. Moving on to Section 3, understanding unity through the sun metaphor, or to use the core focus from the original text, Ganesh temsilili birli anlamak. Now, what's really brilliant about this metaphor is how it brings these highly abstract ideas right down to earth. Let's use a visual anchor. Imagine the sun encompassing the entire earth with its light. That grand, sweeping coverage perfectly represents Wahidiyyah. But simultaneously, and this is the cool part, that very same sun leaves a tiny, perfect, bright reflection shining inside a single drop of water on a leaf. That little reflection, that's Ahadiyyah. The exact same source is powering the massive, overarching system, but at the exact same time, it is captured flawlessly in the tiniest little drop. It's like a cosmic mirror. Now, let's pause here for a quick but absolutely crucial clarification. As the text explicitly points out, while the sun is an incredible teaching tool for our minds, it is strictly an analogy. The creator resembles nothing. We're just using the physical properties of the sun as a visual aid to help our human minds sort of bridge that gap between the infinite and the individual. Think of it as a stepping stone for our understanding, definitely not a literal description. And that leads us to Section 4. Which mirror will you look into? So, what does this all mean for you and me? Let's shift gears from abstract philosophy to the physical world right outside your window. Like we talked about earlier, trying to comprehend the entire universe can completely burn out the human mind. But just look at what happens when you observe a single flower. In that one little flower, you're seeing color, shape, smell, and precise measure, all coming together at the exact same time. The massive, complex truth of the whole universe is brought right down into a manageable, small mirror. By looking closely at the details of that flower, the great truth of creation actually approaches you in a way you can comprehend and hold on to without getting overwhelmed. Because of this, the text leaves us with a direct, actionable challenge, and I really want to pass this on to you. Step 1, choose a single, everyday being today. Literally anything, a leaf, an eye, a bird, or even just a raindrop on your windshield. Step 2, just take a moment to actively observe it. Think about the multiple, different layers of complex order that exist within it at the exact same time. And step 3, try to see the macro truth, the ultimate unity of the Creator, reflected perfectly right there in that micro mirror.
Because as we've learned, unity isn't just found way out there in the distant, untouchable stars. It is woven right into the tiny being you can hold in the palm of your hand. So my final question to you is this: which small mirror will you see the great truth in today? Keep your eyes open, stay curious, and remember to look for the universe in the smallest details. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I hope this fresh perspective empowers you to see the world just a little bit differently today.